What is your life like with energy practices? And today we're going to open up into the heart space a little bit. It appears as though we live in turbulent times, right? It appears as though there's lots of chaos and uncertainty in the world. And whether this has always been the case or is new and unique to this time isn't really relevant to our nervous system. We can get a little bit off balance, a little bit fried, a little bit shook up by what we see and what we hear. Our senses guide the outside world into our inner world, where we interpret through our conditioning and beliefs and understanding. And then that has an effect on our body, on our mind, on our nervous system. It happens very, very fast. Typically, our unconscious beliefs we're not aware of them, and so the interpretations happen instantaneously. And then if we interpret something to be one way versus another way, if we like it, we tend to feel a little more up and elated, and if we don't like it, we tend to feel a little bit more down, right? Worried, anxious. And this is the state of our times. And when we look back to classes and teachers, we now have the blessing of having recordings and quotes from many, many different wise teachers who have explored and understood and interpreted this for us. And I was reminded today, as I was thinking about today's class, about kind of a series of quotes from Ram Dass. So this is going back 20, 30 years ago. I don't know when this quote came from, but quite some time ago. So Ram Dass said I found many quotes that were similar, so I think this was a theme for him. He says, I've been asked many times whether this is the Aquarian age and it's all just beginning, or if this is Armageddon and the end is here. And I have to admit, I don't know. My work as a human being is to quiet my mind, open my heart, and do what I can to relieve the suffering of others, which with as much wisdom, skill, whatever I've got. Another version. Whichever way it goes, my work is the same. My work is to quiet my mind and open my heart and relieve suffering wherever I find it. This seems to be what my life is about. And it doesn't matter which it is. Is it the beginning of everything? Or is it the end of everything? Regardless, that's still what I've got to do. So your practices in the morning are what prepare you to be helpful, to be useful during the day. This might look like yoga or Qigong. This might look like a walk in nature. This might look like some quiet time for prayer, for meditation. Whatever it is in the morning or evening that you use to reset yourself, to recenter yourself, is your practice. Our practices in the Yoga Sutras, it says that our practices reveal our true nature. They unveil our true nature. They clarify the veils of misunderstanding, of confusion. They thin down the impact of the conditioning and of the circumstances and of everything that we see out there. And what happens once we've thinned down these veils and this conditioning? The light of the heart can shine through. It can come through your eyes, it comes through your smile, it comes through your presence, it comes through your ability to show up, to do what Ram Dass suggests. Quiet my mind, open my heart, and relieve suffering wherever I find it. This is the work that is named or identified in so many different spiritual traditions. And so, in one sense, there's nothing more important than to take some time for yourself, to discover your practice, right? Your practice is different for each person. It's different throughout the day. It's different throughout stages of your life. It's not a fixed thing. It's not something that someone told you, this is what you should do. It's something that you've learned really helps you, really works for you. What is it that you've discovered that helps you reset your nervous system to come back to the heart of compassion so that you can be present with the suffering of others, so that you can be of service, so that you can help out? If you find yourself frazzled, fried, anxious, upset, kind of like if that's very easy, right? Like what do they say, a hair trigger? Like if it's easily set off, then it's a sign that there's something to address. And that might be in the physical body, there might be underlying health issues. Some of you have been participating in Daniela's conversations in the Great Energy group. And lately she's been speaking about how important it is to make sure that the physical body, the temple, is well taken care of. It's very hard to show up for others and be of service if we have depleted iron, if our thyroid isn't working properly, if we have digestive issues. So that's where this work starts. It starts with the physical body, taking care of yourself. So if that's your experience, if you're not experiencing good or great energy most of the time, then you're worth it. It's worth it to you to take time to find out. Maybe get some help. We've all gone through phases where we needed professional help. Doctors for the body, coaches or therapists for the mind, a trusted friend for the heart. We tend to get beat up a little bit here down on planet Earth, in Earth School. We give and receive these wounds, and then we need to learn how to recover. And once we do, once we've discovered that for ourselves, then our practice becomes a stabilizing force, something that recenters and regrounds and clears our nervous system. And then we can start to show up for others. And